Hello everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Justin Gaither, and I'm joined here by Steve Van Durme and Stephen Ontiveros. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit about the Arizona Diamondbacks start to the season. So let's kick it right off. Steve, what are your initial thoughts after that opening series?
Well, obviously, you got different fans on different ends of the spectrum. You got some people that think the sky is falling because you lost the series to the Rockies. Other people that have no concerns at all. I'm a little bit in the middle. You know, obviously there's 162 games in a season. You got so much time to make up any mistakes you've made so far. But then again, you know, with A.J. Pollock being out, the Diamondbacks are also, with their pitching, they're kind of struggling a little bit early this year. Obviously, Greinke, Miller, both got shelled early on. They're big off-season acquisitions. Not quite panning out in that first series, but, you know, a lot of fans are not too worried about that. They think having that better product on the field will draw fans to the ballpark, and it'll be able to improve the overall product on the field as well. Steven, what about you?
Well, yeah, I'm not too worried. I don't know why anyone would be this worried early on. It's only 3 games out of 162, like you said, Steve. But it does, you know, it's a little disappointing to have these guys that you spent a lot of money on, and Greinke, and gave up pretty much your whole farm system for in a Shelby Miller get shelled in their first outings, and then Patrick Corbin didn't really pitch all that great. I mean, he pitched the best out of the 3 of them, but he didn't pitch all that great. He went 7 innings, gave up 4, which is okay, but you know that's not what you're really looking for coming into this season with all the expectations that they have. But it's a long season. They still have plenty of time to work out the kinks, and I wouldn't be too worried about anything.
Yeah. And to be honest, I do think their pitching will pan out over the course of the year. But my question really is, can they keep hitting at the clip that they're hitting at right now? Obviously, with Pollock out, you need someone other than Goldschmidt and Peralta be able to step up and get on base. Will the team batting average is at .310 right now? Can some of these other guys step up to the plate? Right now, you've got guys like Nick Ahmed, Gene Segura, the middle infielders, being able to get on base for this team. If they can continue that, the D-backs could be in pretty good shape. You also need guys like Jake Lamb to start contributing out there. He's hitting only 182 so far this year. You're going to need some better production out there. And especially also at the catcher position with Wellington Castillo hitting only 222. You're really going to need some guys other than Goldschmidt and Peralta to really step up and hit the ball for the D-backs in order to be able to keep pace with these other teams.
And another issue I'm seeing just in looking at the team statistic through the first series, they have 27 strikeouts at the plate, which is 27, meaning that they strike out an average of 9 times per game, while their pitching staff has only struck out 16 batters, which is to say roughly 5 per game. And that kind of spread, that kind of clear divide in statistics is not going to result in the kind of results that the Diamondbacks are looking for in a winning season, especially facing a Cubs team that beats them clearly in pitching through the first 2 games. We've seen Arrieta and Lester both pitch well. We're going to see Lackey. We're going to see what they have in the back end of the rotation. But clearly, the front end, they're a better team. Offensively, they've shown that they're maybe not better, but at least equal. And if you're equal in offense, it's going to come down to pitching, which the Cubs have. So if I'm a fan, I'm a little bit concerned heading into this month, which is going to be very, very difficult for the Diamondbacks to come out of without being in a huge hole that they're then going to have to dig their way out of in order to try and be at 500 come the All-Star break.
Right, and later, even in this month, you've got road series against division rivals, the Dodgers and the Giants, who you're trying to catch in the NL West. Then you come right back home and you've got the Pirates and Cardinals, and that's all this month. So the D-backs are really going to find out, the fans are going to find out early if this team is going to be for real or not.
And kind of moving away from the players, you know, the play on the field, and looking at the fans. I went to all 3 games. I know, Justin, you went to all 3 games too. Steve, you went to 2 of them. Mm-hmm. The fans didn't really show up like you would have expected to with this team. You know, you see a lot of advertising when it comes to the Diamondbacks about it being a new era. You know, their slogan is "Join the Evolution." So, you know, you think that this is a new era of Diamondbacks baseball, but then you have a sellout opening day, but most of those fans are gone by the 6th inning, and then the 2nd and 3rd games of the series, there was hardly anyone there. I mean, it's kind of like do Diamondbacks fans even care at this point? Or are they just so used to not having that good product on the field that now that they have a team that can compete, do they even really care?
Well, I mean, you touched on the attendance. You're looking right here that they had a sellout, you mentioned the first game, but the second two games, they never even got half full. 21,000 was the highest they got in the next two games as a maximum. So that in and of itself just goes to show that people aren't willing to come and watch them play.
Right, and this weekend, I'm a little bit worried if I'm the Diamondbacks. You got all the snowbirds down here, a lot of people from Chicago that live down here. I would be very worried that Cubs fans could outnumber D-backs.
Oh, I think it's very, very possible.
I think that's a given. I mean,
very,
you see that.
very possible.
You see a lot of Chicago sports fans down here anyway when it comes to other sports too. So, especially with how good the Cubs are.
All right, well, thank you all very much for tuning in. This has just been a little breakdown of the Diamondbacks' opening series against the Rockies. They've clearly got a bit of an uphill battle moving forward. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Justin Gaither, Steve Van Durme, and Stephen Ontiveros.
You know I'm watching, don't lie. You got it all